What's up guys? Today we're gonna have a pretty special video. I'm gonna take you guys through all of my meals. It's basically gonna be like a full day of eating. I'm gonna show you guys the macros for each meal, and I'm also gonna have them down in the description if you guys just wanna read there. As for portion sizes, it really depends on like what your goals are. I'm gonna put mine that I list down below, but you guys can always like increase it or decrease it, whatever you guys need. Anyways though, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm just about to have my first meal. And I don't normally eat my meals this late. It's just that I slept until like noon and then I had to go drop off my girlfriend. I actually just cleaned my entire house. So yeah, it's about 3 o'clock right now and we're about to eat right now. And just for today's video, there's not gonna be any gym footage or basketball footage. It's just gonna focus on like what I eat, because when people search for this, I just want that to be what they see. So anyways, let's get into meal one. Let's start cooking. Okay guys, I'm actually really surprised right now. We don't have any eggs. I cannot actually believe it. We always have so many. There's literally no eggs in my fridge. Okay guys, I got so lucky. I just found some. I didn't realize they were in our like bottom drawer here, because I usually have them all the way at the top. So I'm so freaking happy. I was gonna say, I knew I had eggs. So yeah, we're gonna have eggs with a little bit of spinach. I'm also gonna be adding some cheese. This is not necessary. I just add it for a little bit of flavor. I'm also gonna be adding some cheese into here. You guys do not have to put this because it adds like extra calories and stuff, but I don't really mind it. I'm not putting too much, so just a little bit adds for flavor. And yeah, this is how I'm gonna make my omelet. Yeah, and while I'm cooking that, I usually just cook some oats. And if you guys have ever seen these at the store, they're like instant microwavable oats, so you just have to throw them in. They're literally so easy to make. This one is actually apple and cinnamon. This one tastes pretty good. Now I do just have plain oats. These are better for you. So if you guys are trying to lose some weight, I'd recommend just eating those over these ones, because these ones are just packed full of sugar. Just for this week though, I'm gonna be having this. It tastes a little bit better, and honestly, I'm keeping my calories low, so it's not gonna be a huge deal. I'm actually putting this one back. I feel like having this one. It's the maple and brown sugar. This one tastes probably the best. So this is pretty much everything that I eat. It's just an egg omelet with a little bit of spinach in it. I usually don't put too much because it just kind of kills it, but I put a little bit of cheese as well. And then we also have a packet of just instant oats. Pretty simple. Nothing is really hard to make in here. For these eggs, I don't add any extra salsa for like flavor, nothing. All I put is black pepper, and honestly, that just tastes fine how it is. Also forgot to mention, just so the eggs don't stick, I'm just putting some vegetable oil in the pan. Not too much, just so it doesn't stick. That's literally all. If you guys have never tried this before, they actually have a line right along here. And this is the exact amount of milk or water that you need to add to this. I think it just makes it easier, so we're gonna add milk. So I do prefer using milk. It adds way more flavor. Adding the milk has way better flavor, and it's only like 50 extra calories, plus you're getting a little bit of protein from it, so I don't really think it's a big deal. So it's as simple as that. You got your oatmeal, just gotta put it in the microwave, and then we gotta work on these eggs. Before I forget, I do add a little bit of cinnamon into my oatmeal. It tastes freaking good, guys. Try it out. So time to move over onto the eggs. I'm gonna cook about 2 eggs. Some days I'll do 3, but today we're just gonna stick to 2. Like I mentioned before, I am not adding too much. Like, this is literally all I'm adding, guys. So we're just gonna kind of rip it up just so it's a little bit easier to eat. Toss it in there. Doesn't have to be pretty. You're gonna eat it anyways. You guys will notice that no, I do not weigh this out. I don't even measure it. I just put a decent amount. It's not too much. I don't think it's even a serving, so we're gonna mix these up. I forgot to do that. All right, should be about ready. At least I'm hoping. We're gonna add these eggs in. Got a spatula, good thing. Here we go. Last thing to add is just some black pepper. And I'll probably put a little bit of salt now that I think about it. Just a little bit, nothing crazy. I'm gonna add a lid just so it cooks all the way through. I don't even have a matching lid to this pan, but that's all good. All right, so the oatmeal just finished, and it's freaking hot. I would wear gloves, but I don't have any right now. All right, let's see how these eggs are doing. Favorite part. Boom. Look at that, guys. It looks freaking good. I like my eggs done well, so we're gonna keep them on for like another minute or so. Alright, so we just finished cooking meal 1. So here's the meal again. We got the spinach, egg, and cheese little omelet thing. Well, it's more like scrambled eggs now. We got the packet of instant oatmeal, the brown sugar and cinnamon, and then we just got some water. I'm gonna be putting the macros on the screen now, but like I said, you guys can go in the description. I'm gonna have the macros for each meal and the total throughout the day. And keep in mind, like I said before, you guys can double these, you guys can decrease these, Basically, whatever suits your goals, that's how much you need to be eating. Alright guys, so I'm gonna eat meal 1, and I'm gonna catch up with you guys in a bit. Alright guys, it's currently 6:30. I have not ate anything else throughout the day. Instead of me having like a snack today, I'm just gonna show you what I would eat for lunch and dinner. My schedule's just really messed up today, so I'm only gonna eat once. Yeah, I'll just hop over right here, and I'll show you guys the snacks. Okay, so for snacks, I keep it pretty simple. I have about 2 snacks a day. I have one between lunch and breakfast, and then between dinner and lunch. Something that I usually have like on work days, I actually have these mozzarella sticks, and they're pretty low calories. I'm gonna have the macros on the screen now, and I usually mix that with like a salad. So whenever I'm buying greens, all I eat is spinach. I showed you guys this morning with the eggs. Spinach is actually one of my favorite vegetables to eat, and I can pretty much toss it with anything. So yeah, I usually make a salad out of this, and I actually got some Olive Garden dressing. If you guys have ever had that dressing, it's really good. I don't put too much on it because it is pretty bad for you, but I like to keep it pretty light on the spinach, and it tastes really good. And the last snack that I usually like to mix in are just some rice cakes. Plain, non-salted rice cakes. These are only 35 calories, and that is really, really low if you're wanting to lose weight. These ones are pretty good for like when you're hungry, you just want to eat something, and you don't want to like ruin your diet. I usually just munch on one of these, maybe 2, and I kind of feel like guilt-free because they're so low calories. They do have other flavors of these, except the calories start going up, so I like to get the unsalted or just plain ones. But that's pretty much it for my snacks. Like I said, I only snack twice a day, just in between meals, just so I kind of like feel full throughout the day. Anyways, it is almost 7, so I'm gonna show you guys what I eat for like a lunch and dinner meal. I'm only gonna be having 1 meal right now because my schedule is kind of messed up, but I'll show you guys what I make. Anyways, let's hop over here. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm cooking. Alright guys, starting things off for both of these meals, I always throw in the rice first because it does take longer to cook. Behind me, I have some white rice. I usually use jasmine rice. I'm not like a huge fan of brown rice sometimes, so I like to kick it up with like jasmine. It tastes awesome. Yeah, just today we're using white rice. I don't have the jasmine, so we're just gonna use this one, just plain old white rice. And I'm gonna be cooking about a cup because I'm gonna prep it a little bit. Obviously that's way more than you need for 1 meal. I'm just gonna cook it in advance. If you guys don't have one already, I recommend getting a rice cooker. It's literally so easy. You just toss in the water, the rice, and it's gonna be good to go in like 20-25 minutes. Before I do cook it, I do like to mix it around because sometimes the rice will like stick to the bottom and it's like annoying to clean, so I just give it a little stir right now. And yes, I'm using the measuring cup to stir. I don't wanna do dishes, man. Alright, that's all done. So just plop on this lid, plug it in, and we're gonna cook that. Alright, so the main protein we're gonna be having for my meals are just gonna be plain old chicken. I just got a few pieces of chicken breast. We're gonna cook it up, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what seasonings I use on it. Alright, I like to keep my seasonings pretty basic. Right here is just carne asada chicken flavor, and this one actually tastes so good. I cannot remember where we buy these. I know it's not like a normal store. I think we just go to like some Mexican market and they have it there. This one actually tastes really good. I do recommend it. Next, we just got some cayenne pepper. It adds a lot of spice to it. It makes it really hot, so I do like that on my chicken as well. And then we just add a little bit of garlic salt, not too much, just a little bit for flavor. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the spices. Now we have about 2 chicken breasts here. Not too much chicken, but I'm gonna prep it anyways. It was in my fridge and it's actually getting a little bit icy. I don't know why. I think it's because it was like in the bottom of it. But we're gonna try to cut it up and we're gonna toss it in and cook it. Luckily, it kind of thawed out while I was cooking the rice, so it's gonna be a lot easier to cut. Thank goodness. Okay, so first off, as I'm going along, I'm gonna cut off any extra fat. So any of this white stuff, I'm cutting it off. We're just gonna keep it nice and lean. All right, I just cut this chicken pretty much through the middle and half, just so it's a little bit thinner. It's gonna make it easier when you cook it. Same thing for this piece. I'm just gonna cut off a little bit of that extra fat, and we're gonna cut it in half. All right, now that we got them pretty thin, we're gonna chop them up into slices now, so we don't have to break it up in the pan. Now, while I'm doing this, I'm trying to keep them pretty even sliced. That way they all cook about the same rate. It makes it a lot easier. All right, so the chicken is all cut up right now. We're gonna wait for the pan to preheat. I'm gonna throw in a little bit of butter, and we're gonna start cooking this thing. Also, just a reminder, I'm gonna be putting the macros in the description so you guys can check it out. And like I said, you guys can use whatever portion sizes you want. All right, so I'm gonna be adding a little bit of butter here, just to kind of coat the pan so nothing really sticks, and also to add some flavor. So yeah, we're gonna just mix this around for a bit. And I think that the pan is getting hot enough, so we're gonna add the chicken here in a bit. All right, we're gonna add on our chicken now. And this stuff looks really good so far, guys. I love the smell of cooking butter. It's freaking bomb. All right, make sure you guys wash your hands throughout doing this. But now we're gonna add the spices. All right, so I like to add the chicken flavor first. Just gonna toss this on. And I'm not putting too much. I just wanna have like a nice little flavor on that. Missed the spot right here. Then we're gonna be adding the cayenne pepper for that flavor. This one, you don't have to put too much either because it will get pretty spicy. And lastly, just a little bit of garlic salt. I really don't put that much. Like, literally, that's probably it. Just for a little bit extra flavor. Once again, this is the chicken flavoring that I use. It is actually so bomb, you guys. If you could see this at a store, pick it up and try it for yourselves. Also, while this is cooking, if I see any big pieces, I kind of just cut it up while it's in this pan. Like I said earlier, that way it just cooks easier. And honestly, it's more like bite-sized pieces, so it kind of works out. I decided to throw on the lid just so it cooks a little bit more evenly. We're gonna let this sit for a little bit. We're gonna check up on it. Okay guys, final thing I decided to add. I just want to throw in some lime. I'm gonna try it out this time. Add some more flavor. We'll see how it tastes. Boom, look at that. So we're just gonna sprinkle some of this lime onto here. This is gonna taste so freaking good, I can promise you that. This lime is so good, guys. I can literally just eat it like, Alright guys, it seems like the rice is done as well. So I'm gonna add a little bit of lime to that as well, just to add some flavor. I'm not gonna put too much though, or else it's gonna really kill it. So we'll just do a little bit. Alright, rice is good. Let's check back on the chicken. You hear that sizzle, guys? That's when you know it tastes good. Alright guys, so this is what I basically have for meals 2 and 3. I'm gonna eat this right now. But anyways, that is actually going to wrap up today's video. That is everything that I eat in my diet. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to have all the macros in the description down below. It's going to have all the meals written out. And other than that, if you guys have any other questions, let me know in the comments down below and I will be sure to answer them. If you guys want more videos like this, be sure to drop a like and I will do more. And also, if you guys are new to my channel, I upload daily basketball videos at 2 o'clock every single day. So make sure you guys subscribe if you're not already. Also, one more thing that I forgot to mention, a part of my snacks, I also have this protein shake. I'm going to show you guys on the screen now, but I usually drink that with milk, and that one I usually have like after my workouts or before it. I didn't have one today because I didn't go to the gym, and also my schedule is a little bit weird today, so I didn't really eat that. But you guys can also add it to your diets for extra protein. And yeah, a quick breakdown of everything we ate today. It's pretty lean, everything is really simple, and everything tastes delicious. I'm gonna be doing my best to stick to this diet because as you guys know, I'm also trying to lose some weight. This is great for anyone that wants to lose weight, also basketball players. Like I said, you might want to up the portions if you guys are pretty active. But overall, it's pretty easy and actually pretty cheap to make all this stuff. Anyways, it's been Jacob here from JDuth Basketball. I hope you guys enjoyed this full day of eating. I'll be sure to do more in the future, and I'll see you guys later.